go. Buddies. Lie. So I'm pretty sure, and I say this every show, that when the box is green, that means we're live, right?
You say that almost every show.
So it must be right.
It must be right.
It must be right.
Welcome to the Barrel Buddies. I'm James.
And I'm BJ.
Hold on, he gets introduced last by you because he's a special guest.
Thank you. I'm sorry. Do you want to try?
Do a little reverse. Welcome to the Barrel Buddies. I'm James.
I'm BJ.
iPad guy.
I'm Zach.
What was that?
I'm Zach.
Oh, and then a special guest
Joining us live in the flesh, one of our very favorite friends, a warm Barrel Buddies. Welcome to
The Catman.
the Catman himself.
I'm the Catman today.
He's the Catman. It's Great Mannarino.
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the
Good
show.
to be here.
Welcome to the show.
Hey, Great Mannarino. Welcome, dude. Welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back. It's been a while since we've had you on the show.
It has, and I feel bad about that.
Well, don't feel bad. We don't feel that bad. We've gotten a lot more professional since the last time you got here. We got a camera. We got a real microphone, so hopefully we can hear you this time.
And we got a cat.
We've got
We
Jumbo.
got a cat.
We got
So
this
this is.
everything.
Are we public this go?
I am double checking that.
Can we double check?
If anybody could test in the chat that they can hear us, that would be fantastic.
We normally get the Patrick Barrel Buddies. Yes.
There it goes. The chat just kicked into gear. We got a lot of Lions shout outs already from
Lions.
Mannarino.
Hello, Lions.
Hello
Look,
there.
Lions.
Oh, it's a miniature lion.
We got the lion.
We got the miniature lion with us today. So let's
Welcome
talk.
to the Barrel Buddies,
Yeah.
the show where we live review barrel spirits, typically bourbon and whiskey. Zach, where are you joining us from? An undisclosed location this evening?
Undisclosed location.
Okay.
So it's a little bit of a time difference for me.
A little bit.
It's a
little
little
Can
later.
we disclose it, or we?
Yeah.
just
Can you tell us where you're at?
So I am in here right now.
Well, you
Doing a
did.
little,
Wow, that was
Pretty
perfect.
good. That was not edited,
Well,
folks.
I'm going to tell you that the NSA just must have done that for us because that
That's
was
incredible.
Speaking of NSA, Zach is joining us from our capital, Washington D.C. So
our nation's
our nation's
capital.
capital. Some of our regulars are in the chat. A lot of people. I saw Barndor. Hello there. Shelly, how's it going? Craig Conrad. Hello there.
Uncle Bunky.
Uncle Punky. A bunch of the Lions. Welcome. We may talk about the robbing of Wall Street.
Oh,
I like what they said.
The Robin Hood of Wall Street.
We'll
Let's
get
talk
to
about
that.
the Robin.
We know some people were devastated
Who
today.
took a bath today?
Okay. Yeah.
We all
This
did.
was a whiskey show, guys, so we're going to get through that first,
Ugh.
and then we'll see where it goes from there. So, of course, every time we have Mannarino on the show, he brings an amazing bottle. I seem to recall, if you were on our show last time he was on, which was what, a few months ago?
A few months ago.
Yeah, I'd say
It's been a
November.
while.
I think it was November. He brought, what was that, Whistle Pig?
Whistle Pig 15.
Wow.
It's a BFD.
The Whistle Pig 15.
A
so,
big freaking
out of
deal.
Vermont for our friends out there in the in New England, wrong coast. Check out Whistle Pig; they're fantastic, and that 15 was
Tuning
great.
in from New Zealand. Shout out New
Yeah,
Zealand.
we have shout out to New Zealand. We have
New Zealand.
Chicago.
This is
Yeah,
great.
where is everybody from? Let's get some shout outs. Where's everybody from?
Here's what Mannarino brought for us. This go. Oh my God!
Let me
It's
really get it up there.
the American Single Malt. The American Single Malt. This is St. George Single Malt Whiskey.
Look at that.
Whoa! This is a barley mash bill. This is all barley.
Look at that label. That is
All
just
barley.
a beautiful label.
So a single malt
Out of California.
Out of California, yeah.
Why don't you tell us a little bit of the story behind this bottle?
So this is an interesting guy. Lance Winters is the distiller on this. And
Former brewer.
He was a brewer. He realized he was halfway to being a distiller, so he turned in his brewer's badge, started distilling in California, and was really barley forward. He said, "Hey, you know what? We should brew a barley forward single malt." And he was very passionate about that.
And for those who don't know, a lot of beer, well, all beer has barley as one of the main ingredients.
It's a main brewing ingredient. Most mash bills that we've been drinking, if you're tuning into the show, especially if it's bourbon, is at least 51% corn. Then you got rye.
A lot of California shout-outs.
Oh,
Quebec
Cali.
City.
Hey,
Texas. Look at that. Houston.
This is great. So this is gonna be a little different mash bill style that we're used to. So I'm real excited to try this. Greg, what made you pick this? Talk to us about why did you bring this, buddy?
Because I have no idea what I'm doing, and I was walking through the store like an idiot, trying to figure out what I should bring. So actually, after being there for like an hour, some nice guy comes over to me. He says, "Sir, can I possibly help you with something?" I'm like, "Yes, please. Please, thank you." And we came up with this. I told him I wanted something that was good, that we could have some fun with, and he just went, "This is for you." Maybe he wanted to just get me out of the store. I'll be honest, because I was there for a long freaking time. He probably thought I was like setting up the place. I have no idea. I probably looked like some kind of freak. So he wanted me out.
No. He must have recognized you and been like, "I just gotta help the great Robin Hood of Wall Street."
No, I don't think so.
That's awesome. So this bottle, like I opened this bottle and it smells amazing, but I need to go back to the chat.
Talk to us.
We have some representation from Prudhoe Bay, Alaska.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Vancouver, British Columbia, Salt Lake City, Lancaster, Pennsylvania. More shout out Texas. We have a ton of Texas people. Kansas.
Texas.
We have people in June Lake, California, under 5 feet of snow.
June
Washington.
Lake,
look at that. Great. Look at that. Great representation. Colorado.
People
all over the United States. All over the world.
Guys. I love you all.
We all
do.
do.
You know that's true. I really do. I mean, people think I joke. On my show, I tell everyone, like, I love you guys. And I mean that. But I really do.
Now, we hang out with Greg, actually, we're lucky. We get to hang out with Greg sometimes, not on YouTube.
Outside of YouTube.
Just for fun.
Yeah.
And Greg, when we talk about show, he does bring up how much he loves you guys.
I really
all
do.
the time. Yeah.
People
The Lions, the crew.
Why do you say that, Greg? Because it's true.
It's fun, right? Isn't it? Like, we all admit, like, we do this, most of us do it for fun, and this is great, chatting with people from all over the world. It's crazy.
You gotta have an event sometimes, like, people that know my work. I go crazy. I literally freak out like this, and I can't take it. Sometimes, like, I lose my mind.
Sure, yeah,
you know, honestly, I was starting to get to me. You all remember that, like, a week or two ago, I was like, this is starting to get to me. I need some downtime. It really does. And anyway.
Well, it's great to bring you on the show and have some downtime with us.
Yeah.
Drink some whiskey.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
This is about getting in
cheers.
So, wait a minute. I need help because I'm retarded. Can I say that?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, we're not cancel culture here.
Walk me through this.
Well, I want to bring the glass up to the camera here so our users can kind of see our guests.
Good focus. Oh, there it is. What a beautiful color. This is not your typical whiskey color. This is more of a straw gold, a straw yellow. Most whiskey has a nice copper color. It matches the copper still, but this is a very straw gold, almost like a rich golden wine. And I'll tell you, the nose. I can't wait to get into this nose. So start getting into the nose, left to right, right to left, really working around your nose a little bit.
We are in Vegas. I know we see some friends in the chat here. We are based out of Las Vegas for the show.
Yeah, lovely Las
And sorry,
Vegas.
I won't be able to get to all the questions. So for those that are just tuning in, that are from Mannarino's show, the Lion Crew, welcome. Our normal viewer count on our Thursday show is about 10 people, and shout out to our regulars. I saw a bunch of them already join. We're at 167 people watching the show right now, so it's about.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for joining, everybody. So it's new for us amateurs.
Left to right, right to left. Get your nose into it. You might even want to slightly open your mouth, breathe in through your mouth when you're bringing it into your nose. Right, you want to prep your palate a little bit. And your nostril takes things a little differently, okay? So your right nostril doesn't smell the same things that your left nostril is going to take.
Yeah, come out to Vegas. Let us all know. We'll do a little Vegas party. Okay, so the smell, this is super unique.
It smells like a stout. It smells like a great beer. I'm getting chocolate, cacao nibs right off the nose.
So what's weird is that you said it's a stout beer. So for those out there that know stout beer...
Definitely chocolate. I got that.
Chocolate,
I got that.
Big, deep, dark chocolate notes.
Wow, it's a super unique.
And then there's like this milky, stout beer, like a big barley wine even.
Wow.
It's like a barley wine. It's not like a whiskey.
I'm
Zach,
jumping into this.
I'm sad that you're not able to get
Zach,
your nose into this.
We're going to break into it when you come back.
And then 3 sips, ladies and gentlemen. That first sip is a shock to your system.
All right. I'm ready.
Yep, so we do this 3-sip rule on the show. You don't judge it till after the 3rd sip. As BJ was alluding to, that first sip, you're going to get that shock to your palate.
Oh my god, cafe latte.
And then that second one, it's going to start, you're going to get used to it.
That.
And
It's
then on
very
that
smooth,
3rd
right?
sip, you're really going to be able to get into it. We already have people talking about GME in the chat. I'm going to leave that one. We don't even want to go there.
I'm
It's a
mad.
sad day.
I'm mad. But if you
Do
watch
you know what will just be a crime? I gotta say this because I've had a few to drink. Do you know what's gonna be a crime tomorrow? If they open those markets back up and make those stocks tradable again tomorrow.
They are.
So what
They
happened
already
today?
decided you can
So
do it.
what did you have? So all the hedge funds got to go in there and basically place puts on everything or calls on everything, while all of us just sat here with our what's in our hands
That's
doing
exact-
nothing.
100%.
or what's in our butts?
Well,
Yeah.
that was what was really behind this.
So now they can make
Bullshit.
their money back that they've lost after they got short squeezed the past week.
Look, I was
Okay.
saying, yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen.
If you watch the post-market wrap-up today,
Watch this
today's a
post-market
day
wrap-up.
that lives in infamy. A
It
lot
will.
of shit got stolen from people
Oh, yeah.
today. People took a bath today.
And anybody that follows, Presidente Barstool out there, shout out to Mr. Portnoy out there. He raged a lot about it on Twitter, so pretty crazy.
All right,
So.
I'm going into my third.
Let's go. Go to the third taste, the third smell here. This is great. This is like a hot cocoa stout coffee cafe latte. Like I'm getting some
Are
crazy
you getting
flavors.
I mean, it could be crazy to say any kind of like a nutty taste.
Hazelnut.
Yeah.
Nice.
I
Yeah.
can taste it.
Hazelnut is right off. Yes, 100%. So here's what I'm going to tell you. This is an 86 proof, only ringing in at 43%, but I like that. I like that it's a little proofed down because we've been drinking something really, really hot.
What is that? What is that coming in at?
43%.
That's really low.
It's super low, but that's what makes it so approachable. I like that we went really hot to pregame.
Yeah.
We were pregaming with some Parisian Blantons at like 69%. It was blowing our minds. So to proof down to 43 is really great.
Big difference.
It actually really pulls out some great stuff. Cafe latte, hot cocoa, that deep dark chocolate, and hazelnut. It's almost like a dark chocolate Nutella bomb.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
Dark chocolate
That's
Nutella
exactly what-
bomb.
I do get Nutella. That's crazy.
It's insane.
Yeah. Wow. So St. George Whiskey out there, folks. It's out of California. So usually on the show we talk about availability. It's not easily available, not readily available.
No, this is
outside
not
of the
easily
West Coast.
obtained.
Yeah. A lot of people are saying you better be on your game tomorrow, Greg. So just FYI. Redbeards Racing wants to race your Camaro and have a dram with you. So just FYI.
Anytime.
Anytime. There you go.
Anytime. I'm ready. Any freaking time.
So anybody that has questions about whiskey, throw it in the chat. We'll be more than
I have a question.
in general. It doesn't have to be about this whiskey.
Why is there
Bourbon.
a second whiskey sitting on our table tonight?
Oh, why don't you show the bottle to the crowd here?
Why is this sitting up on our
Why?
table tonight?
Why is that Weller Special Reserve?
Oh,
So-
Weller Special Reserve?
Let me get it up to the camera.
The original wheated bourbon? Beautiful shot. Beautiful shot.
A beautiful
I'm
shot.
gonna give some to the cat.
She'll smell it, but she won't drink it.
Yes, she's loafing.
Yeah, that's just.
So why do we have this Weller Special Reserve out on the table tonight?
We're gonna give it away tonight.
Oh,
If you tuned in tonight, you tuned in on a good night. We're giving away a Weller Special Reserve.
Yeah, it's our first giveaway of many. Since it's a special occasion. We have Greg on the show. We have a great whiskey. We figured why not do a giveaway? We think it would be a great opportunity to do a giveaway during the show. And
how do you get this?
So here's what I want to do. So we talked about this before the show because we're very not so much backwards, but low tech here. What we're gonna do is it's gonna be you're gonna comment in the chat. You're gonna after the show's over.
I thought you were gonna comment on something else.
Sorry, you're not gonna comment in the chat. Hold on, we're still putting this together because we want it to be fair. So time out. After the show, you have to post a comment on the video. Okay? It's gonna have to be a number 1 through 1,000. No, not on the Insta. We want to do it on the YouTube.
Okay.
So here's what you got to do.
We have an Insta though. You can follow that.
Well, that's part of the contest, right? So if you want to participate in the contest, you first need to go over to Instagram. If you look at the description of the video, we have our link to our Instagram. We're at The Barrel Buds. You'll see our logo. Follow us on Instagram. That's the step 1 of the contest, okay? So go follow us on Instagram. And then after this show, just post a comment on the video of a number 1 through 1,000. We're not going to keep track. It's first come, first serve on the numbers. Pick a number. And then after the show, we're going to give it 10, 20 minutes. We're going to repost another video. We're going to go to random.org. We're going to do 5 spins of the random.org wheel. And on the 6th one is our number. I'm going to DM that person. And are we going to send it worldwide?
We'll send it anywhere in the entire United States. In the entire world, not the United States.
Send it in everywhere in the world.
We have so many people tuning in from all over the place.
I'll send a Weller overseas.
I'll send a Weller to New Zealand.
We'll call it artisanal olive oil.
I'll call it whatever the hell I gotta call it. But yes, you tuned in on a good night. And again, as you've said, James, we're going to we're going to give away many other whiskeys, and we've got, as you can see,
we got a bunch. You can see some of our collection, some of the Barrel Buddies collection behind us. We're going to do giveaways probably every couple weeks. Definitely the next time Greg comes on the show. And save your numbers, not for the chat, guys. You got to put it in the comments after the show. And then go follow us on Instagram at The Barrel Buds. In the description, you'll see the link.
There's a lot of chat about not having Instagram, though. So if you don't have Instagram, still post a comment on the video.
Post a comment. We're not going to be that strict with it.
We're not that strict.
But follow us.
A little bit.
You got to remember, we're a whiskey show and bourbon show. We need the promotions.
Help us out.
Because at the end of the day, we're not even monetized yet on YouTube. We just want to make enough to pay for this hobby. So we're not in it for any money whatsoever. We're just here to talk to you guys about bourbon and whiskey. You want to talk about making money, you got to go back to Greg's show because that's the guy you got to talk to.
So I'm going to bring up one new flavor that I'm picking up as this opens up into my palate.
What do you got?
And I'm curious if anybody else is picking it up. You guys ever eat those Rootman's wafer cookies?
Yes!
Like the wafer cookie?
Yes!
Chocolate wafer cookie. Like, I think the chocolate it's less of like a hot chocolate, and to me, as it opens up, I'm getting more of I'm getting like a wafer cookie.
Interesting.
Like a waffle cookie. I'm getting that's got like the same stuff that like ice cream cones are made of. What is that called?
Ice cream cone.
Yeah, right?
You're absolutely right. I got it.
It's like that coffee chocolate, but it's got that like cellulose wafer cookie flavor. It's interesting. I like it.
I like it too. We'll send this bottle anywhere in the world, guys. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care what it costs.
Just post a comment on the video.
Just post a comment with your number, 1 through 1,000. First number, you get the dibs. You post 1.
Well, it takes a long time for the video to upload, though.
Deal with it. They got to deal with it. It's a free bottle. It's our giveaway. And then we'll talk about it. We'll post another video with the results.
You guys sound like robots.
I'm sure we do. I mean, we probably sound like robots because we just, this is our amateur setup here. We're not,
We're not pros yet, but
we're not pros yet. We're getting there.
But we have a cat.
I mean, we have a cat.
And that's important.
We do have a show cat.
So, Mannarino, what do you think about what your pick is? Talk to us about what your thoughts are here.
Yeah.
I love this. I really do. It's very, I don't know, look, I don't know a damn thing about this, but I can tell you I like it. It's what I would call drinkable. It's like I don't drink a lot, so this is easy for me to drink. It's got all those cool flavors we were just talking about. I mean, they just blast out at you. There's no doubt about it. I think people are gonna like it. I like it a lot. Totally enjoyable.
Yeah,
It's enjoyable to drink. Not like it's harsh. It doesn't hurt to drink. It's easy.
All right, let's go through some ratings. I think it's ratings time. I think we've drank enough of this to do a little ratings time. So for those of you that are new to the show, or if you just tuned in every week, and we appreciate that, we'll remind you.
Yeah.
We have a 3-tier rating system. We do a rating on the nose, the aroma that it puts off. We do 1 through 3. 1 being, it's not that great. 2, it's what you expect. 3, wow, it's amazing. We do a 1 through 3 rating on the flavor profile, the taste. Again, kind of the same thing. 1, 2, what you'd expect. 3, holy cow, it's pretty amazing. And then we do a 1 through 3 rating on the value. So is this a good value? Would you recommend going and getting it? Is it a good price point for what you're getting in the bottle? And it's about the same thing. 1, you're getting raped on the price. 2, it's what you'd expect. And 3, wow, it's a super value.
All right, so just getting to a few questions in the chat. One of our regulars, Top Feed Coco, where's our favorite whipping boy, Zach? Well, Zach is on the iPad.
It's right there.
Down below.
Gotcha.
Redbeard's asking, have you guys tried the new Jack Daniel's Barrel Proof Rye? We have not. So I've seen it out there. I know it was just released recently. It's got that beautiful green little label on it.
I'm interested.
I've heard really good things about it. We do have another Jack Daniel's show coming up. I think we're going to do a Heritage Barrel in the next couple weeks.
Blue label.
So join us for that. What else did we have?
Some other good questions.
Jeffrey's asking, have you guys reviewed Pendleton 1910 Rye? We have not reviewed any Pendleton yet.
No Canadian whiskey, actually.
Yeah.
We've not done, Pendleton is a Canadian whiskey. We've not done any Canadian whiskey.
We need to. I mean, you could almost say Whistle Pig is Canadian, but ish.
Still American.
I mean, they source from Canada, so, but it's still considered, whatever they do with it in Vermont. And David's asking, is that a bottle of Michter's above Greg's head on the shelf?
Yes, it is.
Indeed it is. That's the Michter's 9. We have the 9. We have... and then 10-year, we have a handful of bottles of rye and the bourbon behind him. So, yeah, there you have it.
Great, good questions. All right,
Good
so
questions.
James,
So,
on the
nose.
nose, what 1 through 3? What are you going to give this?
2.5 because it's a very unique nose,
It's very unique, and for a whiskey.
and I like it. I like those smells.
Give us one more time what you're getting out of the nose.
So I get that stout beer, chocolatey. Not so. I know on the bottle it said cocoa, but it is chocolate, like Nutella chocolate smell. It's
exactly
strange.
what it is.
I've never gotten that before out of a whiskey.
I'm going to give this a solid 3. I've
Okay.
never smelled this out of a whiskey. I do get a little bit of that like whiskey burn in the back of my sinus, which is nice. But it smells like chocolate rain from the brewery. It has that powdered chocolate milk smell, like when you open a box of powdered chocolate, powdered cocoa. I get that. I think that's really unique, and then it does smell like beer. I mean, it smells like beer.
Yeah,
You smell the barley.
it is beer, and yeah.
Well, now that you're bringing that up, when I was a kid, well, I probably would still do it. I would take like the hot chocolate mix, and I would eat it
Oh yeah.
straight up, and that is kind of what this is like.
Right. Yeah. Real interesting.
It really is like that. Definitely chocolate, nutty a little bit. Nutella, 100%. I like it a lot. I mean, I don't know. I haven't drank enough of this to say, wow. I'll give it a good 2.5 for sure. Because I'm sure there could be something maybe better. I don't know, but it's great. I like it.
James, you want to walk us through the flavor profile here? What would you give it on taste?
So taste, I just took another taste. So this is my second round. So we're chomping on some Costco Kirkland nuts here and some Parmesan crisps. Just some good little bar snacks. And some people are asking, so
Yeah.
And I don't know, but after I had a handful of like kind of the mixed nuts or whatever, and then I took another sip, I got that beer flavor. It's kind of strange. Like
It's that barley mash, man.
it's strange, but I almost get, and this is gonna sound really weird, like an of the sea flavor, like the ocean, like seaweed. I get that on like that,
Like nori?
like a little bit of a nori aftertaste. like as you're breathing in and breathing out, I get a little bit of nori. It's
I don't
so
get that.
weird.
I maybe can see where maybe you're picking it up, but
Yeah.
I don't personally get it. But okay, score. Give me
2.
a score.
It's gonna get a 2 for
A
me.
2.
Solid. It's solid. It's solid.
I'm giving it a 2.5.
Okay.
Because what I predominantly get, like I know I said earlier, this is like a liquid dark chocolate Nutella. You get that hazelnut, you get the dark chocolate, but predominantly more than anything, cafe latte. I'm getting coffee. Like I get the coffee, a little bit of cherry sweetness, and it's like that cherry barrel woody sweetness. But really, I'm getting coffee. I mean, I get the cocoa finish.
So what are you giving it? What was your score?
But a solid 2.5. 2.5. I mean, that's insane. Coffee's predominant.
All right.
I like that one.
Greg, what do you got over there?
Well,
Taste.
I like it a lot. I do feel it's got everything you guys are talking about, 100%. That wafery taste is amazing.
Yeah, wafer
That's
cookie.
Totally like a wafer cookie is in here.
Dusty.
100%. I'll give it a 2.5 as well.
All right, 2.5.
Great. All right.
And you gave your nose a 3, right?
I give my nose a 3.
Okay.
It's a really unique. It's a nose that I keep coming back to. I love a beverage that you keep wanting to put your nose into, you know?
Yeah.
And if you saw me snort Maker's Mark last week, that's not what I'm talking about.
All right, I'm going to jump to Mannarino on this one, value. So why don't we talk a little bit about how much this bottle is, cost, is it worth it for the value? Wait, what's your verdict here?
I say yes. I think it's worth it. It was worth it to me.
Okay.
I enjoyed it. I'm enjoying it with it's
Break down the 1 through 3. What the 1 through 3 is.
So
on
one
value.
is on value. One is like, oh my god, I paid way too much for this.
Yep.
Not worth it. Not worth what was going on. 2 was we are. It's what you'd expect. It's in that sweet spot of bourbon whiskey. You're gonna pay $40 to $70 for that bottle, and you're happy with what you're drinking. And then 3 is like, you're getting a killer deal out of this. This is insane that you were even able to buy it. And so value's kind of a sliding scale. It's kind of what's worth it to you. I mean, we've talked with a couple of viewers about like a Subway sandwich is $5 for a foot long, but if you hate Subway, $5 for a foot long sandwich is not worth anything.
Yeah.
But, you know, we've also talked about how you can go buy a $90 bottle of a Steel the Barrel. That's a huge deal, and that makes it worth it.
All right, so you're giving it a 3 then for value.
Well,
Can you tell
I
it?
think it's
Can
really
you share
good.
with us what you paid for the bottle? The crowd, a lot of people are asking.
I think it was maybe a little over $100.
Okay, $100 ish.
$100. Okay.
$100.
Let's call it $100.
Let's call it $100.
All right, so knowing $100, you give it a score of?
I think it was well worth it.
3.
I say 3 then, yeah.
Okay.
3?
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
I think for something so unique and difficult to find,
You can't get this. I haven't seen it at a lot of places locally.
I've never seen it, so I'm giving
Yeah.
it a 2.5. I think the value is there. It's difficult to find. It's hard to get.
Like $100, guys. That's
But $100 for this,
those bottles.
and this is not a daily drinker. This is not something I'm pouring every day.
Yeah, this is
but
St.
for
George, special occasion, St.
single
George
malt
whiskey.
American. Yeah, this is fantastic. I'd give this a 2.5.
I also give it a 2.5. Are there any blown away bonuses we'd like to give it?
Blown away bonus anyway?
I don't know how that works.
Well, you just get an extra point that you'd throw into the nose, the taste, or the value if you were like really like, holy crap, this is ridiculously amazing. You get an extra point to bring it to a score out of 10.
Oh, interesting. So you start and then I'll...
Blown away bonus. For our regulars out there, you know me, I don't really give that blown away bonus. But we are drinking St. George single malt whiskey out of, what was it, Alameda, California?
Alameda, California.
Wait. Isn't there like a really old Star Trek reference with the nuclear, something about the nuclear missiles in Alameda? Anyone out there has got to know that reference. Come on in the chat. I do not give it the blown away bonus. I rarely give that. Unless it's something that's like OMG, WTF, BBQ, and then I'm like, I'm going to give the blown away bonus. But I don't give it today.
Yeah.
So, my total score with that being said is a 7 out of 10. incredibly respectable. That's above average.
That's
awesome.
a go get it. It's a go getter.
What do you got, BJ?
I'm not going to give a blown away bonus. I feel like I want to because I'm really wowed and it's really different, but I don't have a blown away bonus to give tonight, so that brings my total score
to an 8.
An 8. God, that's a go getter.
That's a great score for you.
You see this on a shelf, you're gonna go get it. So an 8 out of 10.
So it's very unique. So that's the thing. Like
Really
even though we give a 7 and an 8, and then we're gonna get to Mannarino here in a minute.
I'd almost put this in the same realm as like a Japanese whiskey. This is not.
Yeah.
It's different.
It's different.
And it goes
It's
to
unique.
that. It leans in that Japanese whiskey realm.
Very unique. Unique and different.
Yeah.
All right, Greg, what do you got here to get that blown away bonus tonight?
Just to be different, I'm going to give it 1 point.
I love
Wow, there we go. Get the blown away bonus.
it. Respectable.
So that puts your total score at a 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10.
All right.
Holy good, sir.
Fantastic.
Did we lose Zach? Zach, are you still there?
We lost Zach. We lost him a while
Oh,
ago.
I'm sorry, Zach.
That's the show, guys. That was a great score of St. George Whiskey. Greg Mannarino, thanks again for joining us on the show. We appreciate you. And
We're going to have you back soon. I know we said that last time, but we're going to have it sooner than soon.
Post your number, 1 to 1,000, in the comments. In the comments after the video is posted.
To get this bottle of Weller, we're going to send it.
We will DM you. We're going to get your address, and we're going to send this bottle to you. So, Eric says you lost me at Star Trek. Attaboy, there we go. And then Jeffrey has We'll Love Pendleton. We will try it soon. We got some other friends in the chat. We have some more shows coming to our regulars. Shout out to everybody that's...
Jeffrey, you should DM us if you want to send us one of those Pendletons. We could use the help.
Or we'll trade.
Please, we'd love to trade.
We could work a little trade out.
We could work out a trade.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff out here on the West Coast. More than happy to trade.
We'll figure something out.
And then there's a couple people, Greg, they want you to say yo for some reason. I don't know if that's
You
a
want
thing.
me to do what?
They want you to say yo. Is that
Yo?
a thing of yours?
Yo.
Okay.
First time I think I've ever said it in my life.
Oh, I didn't know if that was like a thing on your show or
Yo.
something. Okay.
Yo.
All right.
Well, for the Barrel Buddies,
I'm James.
I'm BJ.
Greg.
And unfortunately, Zach is no longer
And
with
the
us.
cat.
And
Come
Jamba.
on.
Jamba, the 17-year-old Barrel Buddies cat.
We love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. We'll
Thanks,
see you
guys.
next week.
Don't forget, subscribe and like the video. It's the least you guys can do. You can subscribe and then forget
Leave your
about
number.
us. We're not even monetized yet. We just need the subscribers. We need them. We need them. We're begging you.
Subscribe. Come on, my life.
Yeah.
Subscribe.
Thank you. Click the bell. We appreciate